Hey guys, I just got back from the depths of Nintendo HQ, and you won't believe what will be in the next Nintendo Direct. There will be video games there. Trust me, my uncle works at Microsoft.
Man, I'm bored. I say with thousands of video games I still need to play. I wish there were some new video games coming out. Well, fear not, because that's where video game announcements come into play. All games gotta start somewhere before they're released into the wild, whether it be a Nintendo Direct or a single Twitter tweet.
Just like how some babies are born in hospitals and some are born in test tubes.
All video games need to be revealed at some point, so how do you go about that big moment? How do you showcase your game to make it appealing? Oftentimes, this is done through a video game trailer. Some game trailers show a wealth of gameplay, story, and some third thing, basically showcasing everything you need to know about the game before it releases. And others freaking hate you. Some game reveals just come too soon before a game's actually ready to be shown, so instead, why not do a cinematic trailer? They sure are. At that point, you gotta wonder, what do you really gain from an announcement like that? Like, wow, Starfield exists! What the fuck is a Starfield? The original trailer for Starfield just showed space and very little else. Look, here's my recreation of this trailer. What does it tell me about this game? All this tells me is that Bethesda is making a space game. That could mean freaking anything because, in fact, space is pretty freaking big. And this new IP, we have no frame of reference for what gameplay could even be here. This trailer is just a nothing burger, which to be fair, is pretty accurate to the game that ended up releasing.
Why was I even mad? That's the most accurate trailer of all time!
But just because the franchise is pre-established doesn't make this kind of trailer any good. Like, look at this Contra trailer. What does this tell you? That's Contra? I mean, this game never even released as far as I know, so for all we know, this trailer was for LEGO City Undercover 2. That's another thing that can often happen with game reveals like this. What if the game you're revealing never releases? Well, that's how you get complete oddities like Steep for Nintendo Switch. This game's reveal trailer released close to Switch, but now with Switch 2 around the corner and Steep being basically dead now, I don't think any satanic rituals are going to bring it back from the dead. But that was just a simple port. What about a game that never saw a release anywhere? Well, look at Beyond Good and Evil 2. It got one trailer, and Ubisoft still insists it will release.
Sure, just like someday I'll have more subscribers than Mr. Beast.
That's the slippery slope with these cinematic game trailers. Since the game is not far along at all in development time, it means it's more likely to just be thrown in the trash. Moving away from these kinds of trailers, we have the exact opposite, shadow drops. The same day the game is revealed, the game is released. Meaning, guess what? You get to spend money now.
Good, I need to get rid of these $10 as soon as possible. I'm allergic to money.
These are certainly something, and to me, it's just always so inconsistent when it happens. At first, it was usually small indie games that did it, but now even big companies like Nintendo do this. But that's because it's a good way to put people on your game. It also encourages people to watch your presentations that reveal these games. The video game presentation is a collection of game trailers and announcements all coming together to cause a bunch of white guys with glasses to scream about Tomodachi life. There are tons of these held every single year. You have ones held by the three big consoles, State of Plays, Nintendo Directs, and whatever Xbox does. These often have the most insane gaming announcements you can ask for. And it's often tradition for the fans of these to watch these live and proceed to cry when Silksong doesn't get a release date. Outside of these presentations, you also have publisher-specific ones. Like, let's look at this Ubisoft presentation.
Now let's go drink bleach, because obviously we're doing stupid things today.
Why would you watch this? These exact same games will appear in other presentations held by the big companies where you'll see even bigger games there. Do you really gain a sense of pride by watching these live and being the first to find out about Just Dance is coming out this year? Newsflash, they come out every year, it's not news. But what if we had a collection of these gaming presentations all gathered in one place? Well, you get E3. Let's look at last year's E3 to see what it's all about. Nothing. E3 is sadly long gone. Starting in the 90s, this gaming press conference was an ultimate gamer's dream. Every gamer worth their salt would go there, and if even they didn't go there physically, you knew damn sure they were watching from home. But that's actually how E3 got killed. After the pandemic, E3 struggled to get people to attend, even going all digital at one point. But now they're long gone. But that doesn't mean people haven't tried to take its place. Say hello to Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley is known for the Summer Games Fest and also the more famous Game Awards show, which is the gaming equivalent to the Oscars. And these are kinda boring. I don't think a single announcement from any of these has truly ever made me say anything more than a okay. Because most of the time, I'm not even awake. These are extremely boring, filled to the brim with ads, and exciting game announcements such as a new Among Us map and a Crash Bandicoot party game.
Oh, so that's what dying of boredom's like.
The only reason they make any money at all is just because of the insane amounts of ads they push. If they push less ads like gamers suggest they should, they would have way less money to actually do these things. But all presentations have their slumps in them. That's what makes those big announcements all the better. So let's take a look back at my favorite gaming announcements. One of the best has to be the announcement for Metroid Dread. I mean, taking a game that everyone thought was long dead and revealing it just like that is an insane power move that I will never forget. Pikmin 4 is another triumphant reveal. After years of waiting and waiting and waiting, only to be met with a 10-minute ad for a Pikmin mobile game, before finally they revealed Pikmin 4. It made that final announcement all the more impactful. The first trailer for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom 2 are both majestic, each one of them feeling like the biggest things to ever happen. Speaking of things that broke the internet, GTA 6, with its first trailer breaking the decade of radio silence. But the best reveal of all time will always be the reveal from Mario Bros. 3. Back in the day, they couldn't just drop a trailer online, since the internet was... So instead, they made a whole ass movie to reveal the game. Was it good? I mean, no, but look, there's Mario! But all this can be ruined with just some guy deciding to choose evil. Leaks are the scourge of gaming announcements. Instead of getting a nice trailer showing off the game, here's a blurry image. These are just the worst, since it completely ruins any excitement you may have. I'm sure the Switch 2 trailer would have been amazing to see if it was a surprise, but thanks to the leaks, I knew everything about it already, plus more.
And that's why I came to apologize. I am sorry. Truly, that is the worst thing a person could ever do. Leak an entire direct? That's just so genuinely awful, and I am so unbelievably sorry for what I did at the start of this video. I mean, that's worse than murder. I mean, we're talking about human life versus if Yoshi's gonna be in Smash Bros or not. I mean, come on!